Hello everyone! Welcome back to Chaos and Mystery Dungeons. We are missing a player because reasons and we're working on figuring stuff out. But other than that, we are continuing. You guys arrive in the return to guild teleportation area, but something went wrong and you don't teleport in one square.
Oh god.
Everyone dies at the end.
Uh,
Anyway, moving on. You guys teleport in. It looks like Riley's looking at a board. And Evie's like, okay, so we're back. So why don't we go see the guild master? And then she looks around and she's like, where's Devlin?
oh dear.
Devlin?
Huh?
Devlin?
Lulu looks around and then she holds up her hand. Holds up her ghost hands and says, "I didn't do it."
Oh,
She
dear.
pulls her badge off and like takes the cover off. You take a look at the charge. She's like, that's not how the badge is supposed to work. And then she puts it back on. It's not supposed to teleport us if we're short of charge.
Well, we need to go back and get him.
The guildmaster would probably be more equipped to handle this. We should bring it up to him first.
Figures. We lose this Foxy first. He probably saw something shiny and ran away before the teleport finished.
That's
Oh,
possible
dear.
too.
Oh, I hope he's alright.
And
I'm sure he's fine.
she's gonna head over here.
Sort of go.
By the way,
guild
chapter
master
2,
will
Lost and
figure it
Found.
out. Okay. I'm sure the guild master will help sort this thing out.
I hope so.
I
I'm
hope
pretty
so.
sure if we find enough gold, he'll probably turn up sooner or later.
Are you saying this guy likes Poke?
He likes
I
anything
mean-
shiny.
I mean, yeah, he likes them, but hey, wait. But yeah, it's clear Lucas is very concerned about that, but as it stands, not really much he can do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Chrissy is also very concerned.
Lulu's not. She knows he'll turn up sooner or later. He's a big boy. He can handle himself.
Flashback to Devlin getting pricked by cacti.
Going to open the door.
Watch him return back to us, and he says nothing but pins. Had nothing but just needles and pins all over him.
Oh no.
We're back, Guildmaster. I think the badge malfunctioned and we are missing a person. He's like, you're saying I'm going to need to add to this list? And she's like, well, depends. Do you consider him a guild member yet? And then Riley's like, I'll figure that out later.
Please save my friend.
We will need to. I'll get someone to go find him. And then he just walks out and just does a double check visually. Yeah, he's not here.
Oh.
He pulls out his pad and he calls in another team to go find him.
Oh dear. You've mentioned a list? What's that about?
You see another team pass by you.
Oh. Electric types.
Oh,
Has there been missing Pokemon for a while now? Is that what I'm
He's
hearing?
like, yes, come in. And just a moment while the GM takes care of this cheerful music. We're talking about missing people, man. We should be playing this music called Man Down. Riley says to the EV, thank you for the report. You can leave now if you want to. And I'll take care of these new recruits. And she's like, okay. And she heads out. You enter the guild room and you see that there's like papers on the guildmaster's desk and like some map, and then there's like a picture frame. And then over here there's this board that has so many faces on it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take a closer look. Can I read it? No, wait. She can't. She can't read it because she has farsightedness. Where are my glasses?
I remember Fruitno saying something about glasses before, but I don't think we have any.
Oh.
Oh, you can't see, Chrissy?
Well, I do need glasses in order to read things, but other than that, I can see just fine. It's just hard for me to read things up close.
I think I heard some of the human turned Pokemon around talking about like contact lenses sometimes, I think.
They're not very comfortable for me, to be honest. I prefer glasses.
Mm.
The guildmaster then pauses for a moment and looks at Lucas and is like, oh! It's nice to see you in person. I've actually haven't seen you in person before. Other than, well, apparently I didn't notice you last time you came by.
I guess you were just too busy to notice who I am, I guess.
Yes.
This,
Lucas, you're looking at the missing board, and there are two faces on there you could never forget.
Yeah, Lucas's mood immediately dips as he sort of rubs his arm and looks away from the board.
Oh. Yeah. I think Chrissy notices this, but she doesn't say anything.
Hmm.
It's kind of weird to meet you like this, I guess, Riley. Or Riley, sir.
It's fine. Anywho, so he goes over the list for you, for, like, your, I was gonna.
Before we forget anything, we did get what you asked of us. And she pulls out the what were they called? The power gem things for the
Fatite?
badges. That, yeah.
He says, oh, okay, good. So we could put it on the table and we can take care of that in a moment.
Alright.
So you take there's like this list, it's got Lectree on it. It has like a compromise label on it.
Chrissy can't read it. Unless it's big enough.
And, alright. Forgot to read that. By the way, you notice he's holding a stone, and when you guys entered the room, he like touched it to his head and then took it off. And it looked like it did some sort of psychic something. Anyway, he looks at the board and he's like, well, at least we know where the Luxray is. We don't know where the man-centric wife is, though. They are parents to two of the team members that just went out.
A lot more people have been disappearing, huh?
Yes. And then there's like this section of the board that's just dedicated to descendants of Fruitno.
Oh.
And
I really don't-
initially it's like Fruitno and person, descendant of Fruitno and person, descendant of Fruitno and person, and then after like 5 entries, it's just that it just says descendant of Fruitno and the harem.
No. Except Chrissy
Yeah.
can't read.
There's
yeah,
these
Lucas is
oh.
well, Lucas is doing his best to convey the information to Chrissy in a well, and when it gets to Fruitno, he is a little awkward about it, but you I imagine she gets the gist.
Oh, yes. I see.
There's at least one Eevee on the list. On the Fruitno list, missing list.
You mean evolution or
No, just Eevee.
Eevee?
A male Eevee. At least one.
Yeah. Yeah, Fruitno may be a really experienced adventurer, but just seeing how many people he's been with over the years feels a little uncomfortable.
Tell me about it.
Indeed.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
But yeah, Lucas is sorry, we're interrupting you, Riley. So
Alright. Offhand, I just barely remembered this. There's also another section on the frame. It says Team Swiftwater. It has a Vaporeon. Let's see. Vaporeon, a Poliwrath, and a Semipour marked with compromised.
Is there a Starmie in there,
No.
or?
So Riley also looks at the board and he looks at that section. He's like, yes. If I had gotten a certain notification from someone a day earlier, they probably wouldn't be on the list.
Oh dear. There's certainly a lot of missing folks.
what does compromised mean?
It means I have confirmed that Glorimus has taken them and brainwashed them effectively with the magic thing. I know you guys have seen it. So I don't think
I think we've seen the effects of it, yeah.
Hopefully I can find out a way to rescue these people, but we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, Lucas his eyes are entirely away from the board. He can't really stomach to look at it.
Like Chrissy is just struggling to read it at a distance.
I was going to explain why I'm suspicious of dark types, but then Devlin's not here. Do you want to hear the explanation anyway?
I would
Well,
like
it would
to
be
know.
well, it would be nice to know why you were mistrusting my friend, you know?
Okay. Well, it happened a long time ago. I don't remember offhand. When you get as old as me, the years just start to blend together. I didn't have the slats in that either, and I only did like checking if there's surface slats, kind of like looking at people and reading their body language. It's just a little bit more than that. And this...
Basically.
What was that?
Psychics, basically.
Mm-hmm. And this dark skitty came into the guild to apply, and I was not aware that skitties could be dark type. He moved up the ranks fairly quickly, and I trusted him fairly well. And then he
I
broke.
do know of another dark type cat, which would be Purloin. But that's probably not the same thing.
Oh, it's definitely a skitty.
I mean, there. Sorry to keep interrupting you, but there are Pokemon out there that are different types compared to what most people know, I guess.
This is true.
So it's not entirely out of the ordinary.
Anywho, one day he just took advantage of me, of my trust when he was I had enough trust in him to let him look in the vault, and then he just took an artifact that, well, let's see. So it's an artifact that when applied to someone, it's like a necklace of sorts, and when they're wearing it and you use attract on them, they just lose all of their reason and just are effectively mind controlled by you or something. I would not be surprised if what Glorimus has is derived from it. And
Like he was able to reverse engineer it or something?
or something like that. And the copy of my blueprints of the Mystery Dungeon Arches were stolen. I can't quite remember all of it, so hopefully they don't get damaged anytime soon.
Doesn't sound particularly good.
Wow.
And he just sighs and he's like, well, I think we've done enough depressing talk. Have you guys figured out a team name yet?
We have. Well, he looks to Lulu and Christine. He says, "We did actually kind of talk about that briefly before we left."
Indeed.
Yep.
We were thinking something like, Team Summer Nights.
Riley pulls out a piece of paper from the desk and places it on the table, and he's like, here you go. And it's the team member application form thing.
And Lucas looks it over and he says, "Are we going with nights as in midnight, or nights as in chivalry?"
I think the K at the front is nice.
I mean,
What
to
do
be
you-
fair, we're not exactly knights, so. But
I mean,
I'm just mostly pulling your leg. I still like it.
I do like the play on the word.
Okay, I guess we'll go with that one. Lucas, picks up a quill or pen or whatever is given to him and writes out Team Summer Nights, with a K. And of course, fills in his name, Lulu's name, Chrissy's name, and of course he includes Devlin, even if he isn't here.
He is an honorary member right now.
Yeah. I'll need to talk with him once we figure out where he went.
I do hope he's alright.
I hope so too. And out of character, in case any of your characters remember, he did have an escape warp.
Oh yeah, he did.
So he could potentially come right back if need be.
Yeah, he could escape from any dungeon if he stumbled into another one.
But
Unless he
yeah,
forgot.
but yeah, Lucas looks over and he's like, is that good?"
That looks good. Also, your existing bags are a bit smaller than I like to have my recruits have. He opens another drawer. And it wasn't that one, it was this one. No, it is not that one. My bad.
Alright, let me check. Where is it?
He gives you each a bag that can hold up to 5 items at 9,999 poke of the same color that you originally had.
Okay.
You also noticed while he's pulling out that there's a hot pink bag and a bag covered with glitter. And he just puts
Aw.
those back into the drawer.
I imagine that one was probably for Devlin.
Yeah, we'll give it to him when he comes back.
I'm sure he'd love it.
I was initially going to give him the hot pink bag and then wait to see what his reaction was before giving him the glitter one. But he's not here.
Oh
I
well.
mean, I could see Devlin kind of making it work. He's kind of got the look for it, I guess.
Indeed.
There's still a picture frame on the table if anyone wants to ask about that one.
Yeah, I imagine Chrissy can see it from this angle. But she just can't read anything that happens to be written on it.
You can tell that the picture frame contains a young, non-shiny Mew female.
Pink Mew.
Hmm.
I wonder what that's about. She's
Yeah.
not gonna ask. She's not gonna pry into somebody else's business.
So, Riley,
Mm-hmm.
sir, could I ask you something?
Sure, what is it?
Is it true that, well, I heard stories while growing up that a lot of shiny Pokemon were humans. I usually just kind of took that as kind of a joke, but
Hmm.
well, does that mean you were from the human world too?
He thinks for a while, he's like, that is complicated. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But usually, yes, the shinies generally are human, but not all shinies are human, and not all humans are shiny. And then he like points over to Chrissy. Who is not shiny.
Lily just kind of frowns and then she goes, who cares? We're Pokemon now, that's all that matters.
Fair enough, he says. And he like pulls out 3 badges. Let's see. I know I have it here somewhere. Thought I had a handout for that.
Marco.
I could have sworn I had a handout for it, but apparently I don't. You reach, what was it, beginner? Beginner rank.
Beginner rank, yeah, the basic badge.
Na 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 na. You have the basic badge, which looks like
That.
this.
That. Yep, there we go.
Yay.
Not bad.
And he pops off the red section, and you can see like there's little slots in there. He says, "This is where the Vitite goes in." And when you wake up, we just replace this section.
Oh.
You also notice that your name is on the back of the badge.
If Chrissy can't read it.
Guys, I'll be right back.
All right, no worries.
Okay.
But yeah, Lucas, as he's looking at the badge, Chris, you do kind of notice that he kind of has this almost fond look on him, like he's kind of got this almost sad smile.
You doing all right, dear?
Y yeah, I'm okay. Just, I mean, I guess I should.
I understand that this is all very bittersweet for you. It is for me too.
I
Riley,
mean,
oh, go ahead.
I guess, yeah, just I do have something I need to tell you guys when we do have the time, but I mean, I'm still glad that we're a part of this. It means that, well, you know, I could help you guys get back home if need be, and well, at least the possibility we can goes up, but just yeah.
All right. I know
I'll
Lulu doesn't want to go.
I mean, I'll tell you all when we get the time.
All right.
And Riley's like, oh, right. And he opens another door and pulls out a different looking badge. He's like, you should probably know how to activate the SOS feature on the badge. And he tosses it to you. This is a dummy badge for practicing.
Okay.
And then he realizes that he should probably actually show it to you first.
Yeah.
So he takes the badge from you and he performs a certain sequence of actions on the badge. I'm not going to try to figure out what they are, because that would take more time to figure out what they were. And I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. Your characters know what it is, but the players do not. Does that make sense?
It's like we have no idea what he's doing. Basically.
Well, the characters know how, are learning how to activate it, but the characters know how, but the players don't. Because if I were to explain to the players, then I'd have to figure out how it works.
That's fine.
Basically,
It's
press
like,
a button.
Just press the button. Just press a button.
And after he's done it a couple of times in front of you so you can see how it's done, he hands it to you to each of you so you guys can practice with it. This badge is actually for, as I said, this badge is for practice. It does not give off an SOS signal when you do this, which is why it exists.
I see. It's for training, basically.
Mm-hmm. When you do activate the SOS signal, it calls my badge, and he points to the one that's on his bag. In fact, you want me to pull up his character so you can see what he looks like and such?
I mean, we can see him right now just by zooming in.
True.
But yeah, he's got a badge on his bag. Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah.
And the SOS gives me your approximate location. And then I can teleport there to get some layout information and teleport back. And then teleport an on-call team to your location. Just keep in mind that this is likely when your mission is probably not going to be worth rescuing, and you just don't want to die.
Oh.
Let's see. I know I have a thing on here for that.
This is basically the SOS system, the
So,
multiplayer SOS system from the games.
He says. So yeah, since I have to teleport, or whoever is going to come in to teleport, we have to take a look around. It's not going to be immediate, and What? Let's see. There's that one. And let's see.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay.
It's okay. Ninja will just not know how to call for help.
No, I was still listening in, so I know.
Okay, just making sure.
He's learning how to call for help. Yeah.
Let's see. So the on-call team is paid a certain amount for being on call, and if you summon them, it's in between you and them what you owe them, if anything.
Owe them. Why would we owe them?
Because they came in and saved your butts.
I mean, to be fair, if a team is calling for help, it's probably in a really risky place, and going it, and well, I suppose they do kind of deserve compensation.
There is only one exception to using the SOS function for an emergency. And that's if you encounter a captured guild member.
See.
If you do, you can summon help so we can work on capturing them, and any resources you expend attempting to regain a captured guild member, I will replace. Nobody messes with my guild.
So if we end up running across a guildmate who's been brainwashed or captured, like you said, then we shouldn't hesitate to call for help.
Correct. Unless you think you can do it, which might be better if you actually can just do it by yourself, but if you know you can't, just call for help.
Alright.
We'll just call for help.
Alright, I think we can keep that in mind, yeah?
Sounds reasonable to me.
Okay, he says, and then he goes back to his desk and he says, it's getting quite late. You may want to wash yourselves up and maybe train tomorrow in case you need it. And the public baths are, and then he gives you the directions to the public baths.
So we get room and board here? Nice.
Mm-hmm. The public baths are outside of the building because it was easier to fit them outside. Alright, that means I should probably have someone show you where your room is.
Ew, water.
You don't like baths?
Mm-mm.
Because you were just a cat in Pokemon form.
And then he calls Evie down. Could you show our new guild members where their room is? And she's like, sure. And Riley's like, and possibly show them where the public bath is once you're done. She's like, I will do it.
Alright.
Okay, so you head out this area.
Alright, thank you for your time, Guildmaster Riley.
You're welcome, he says. And then he gets back over here to where he was, and he touches the rock to his head, and you see some psychic thing happen, and then he's figuring things out again.
Psychics. Chrissy has no experience with psychic type Pokemon.
So she goes up here, and she says, I'll give you a quick little tour, since you probably need to know where everything is.
Indeed, since we're brand new here and all.
Over here is the mission boards.
Yeah.
Right, I should probably scroll this. Up here. Consisting of that lower wall and the right wall.
In the black area here.
The black area is the floor of the area.
So it's right there, this black border over here.
Yeah, the blackboard, like, there's a different floor for the area, you know, just for visual looks. And the missions are, like, posted on the boards that's to the south and the wall that's to the east.
It's just, I imagine there are like 2 different kinds of boards here.
Yeah, probably.
There's like one for like typical rescue missions and one for bounties.
She points to this open door over here. She says, that goes to the library. Just be careful. The librarian likes to play pranks on people.
Oh.
The library does what now?
The librarian likes to play harmless pranks on people.
Librarian.
Where is it?
Yet.
It's over
Where is
here.
it?
Ooh, you're right.
Lulu rushes in.
Oh no, Lulu. Oh dear.
I guess we will wait for her then.
Yeah. I'll go check if she's okay.
So
You kind of hear you kind of hear in the before you go into the room. Bring it, library.
okay, now I have to go find the thing for that.
Using my own pranks against me. Hmm.
So
By the way, I'm the one that thought of these pranks. So
Lulu, you're not supposed to be yelling in a library.
let's see, where is the pranks document? It's right here. So do you just like stand there and wait for the library to do something?
heck yeah.
You
I
just
said bring
stand
it.
there. You stand there. And now you come to the conclusion that you probably need to do something to be pranked.
Disappointed.
Let's see. So I'm reviewing the list real quick.
We can come back here later.
Hmm.
We haven't finished the entire tour yet.
Fine. I'll see what else I can do when I come back.
Alright.
I give a backward glance at the library, like this isn't over, and then I walk out.
You almost hear a silent laughter coming from the library somewhere. Or a silent
Uh-oh.
giggle.
Ooh, I'm definitely coming back. That's a challenge.
Oh no.
That is a challenge, and I accept.
For reference, Ninja, you did not put anything in there for your standing in the middle of nowhere.
Eh.
This is the common area.
And to be fair, you can all think of your own traps too. You
Yeah,
know.
that's true. This is the common area. Hello, Smire. And Klaus. And they're like, hello. And they're just lazing on the couch there.
Cozy.
Lucas smiles and waves back to them.
And Chrissy also waves back.
How you guys doing?
Considering all things, we're doing fairly well.
We just became a new team.
Excellent. Where's Devlin?
Oh,
He's gone missing, but Riley's already working on a way to find him.
And he was like, the freaking badge malfunctioned. There wasn't enough charges for all of us, but they teleported all by him instead. And you can tell Smire's like, what? How did that happen? And he's like quite puzzled.
you
He's
don't
like,
really
can I
know
take a look at
her.
that for a moment? And then she's like, sure. So Smire has her badge at the moment. He's like taking a look at it.
Oh, not again. The storm's coming back.
Oh no.
She goes, I fear this is where everyone eats.
And the mention of food, Lucas kind of like, shyly pokes his head in and starts sniffing around.
Oh,
She says, well, you do know you get one meal every night since you're a beginner rank, right?
I see.
Just one meal?
Yeah, you have to pay for your other meals at the moment.
Oh.
Hmm.
The
I'll
higher,
take the free.
if you get the higher rank you get, the more meals you get.
Shoot, I'm just happy to get one free meal. That's good with me.
You can have the meal
It did.
now or later if you want to.
Let's. I think we should finish up the tour first.
Okay. And you notice that Smire's like, what the heck? And he goes downstairs.
Oh.
Should we be concerned about that?
He's probably doing some troubleshooting.
Okay.
He helps
Sure,
with
yeah,
the
sure.
badges.
I
Sure, he has it
really.
under-
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sure he has it under control. If I were in his position, I wouldn't have any idea what had to recommend technology.
I really hope that we don't end up experiencing the same thing with our badges.
I
Not
hope so
either.
too.
But yeah, I noticed some stairs back there.
Yes, we're heading that way at the moment. This room right here is the kitchen. You usually
room-
don't need to go in there. If you do go in there, when you don't, the cook may take a frying pan to your head.
Oh,
It smells so good, though.
I'm sure the staff takes their job very seriously, though.
They can't hit you with the pen if they can't see you.
The cook is also known to hit people on the head when they don't eat food.
Oh,
Waste not, what not.
Downstairs is the workshop and some other things.
Workshop?
Yeah, Spire works on some things down there, and then I don't really know much about it. I just know that stuff gets worked on down there.
I see.
I don't recognize
think-
the stuff that's around it.
You think maybe we could? Well, you think maybe we could make use of it if we had a little, like, know-how or something?
You probably could.
Something worth considering, I guess.
Lulu looks curious, and then she gives a cheeky grin. She goes, "I can make new pranks down there."
I guess you could, yeah.
This is
Ooh, I
true.
bet I can make stink bombs. This is gonna be great.
So wait, you're like the pranking kind of person then as well too?
You are as well.
She is asking Lulu if she's the kind of person that does pranks.
And I'm asking back.
She takes for a while. She's like, not that often.
Oh, then yes. She says with another cheeky grin.
Then you might become good friends with the librarian.
The library.
The librarian. Yeah.
She goes over to these stairs and she says, "Okay, now we go up the floor."
Alright.
Oh, that explains the echoing noise. I didn't mute this tab. Okay. And then we go up a floor. And then I realize I don't have copies of your token on that floor.
Loading.
You go up to the second floor.
Yep, there we go.
To your left is the infirmary. In case you manage to get yourself really hurt.
I see.
To your right is storage. And then she goes in here, goes down here. And let's see, And since you guys are the beginner rank, you can have access to these two chests.
Okay, Brain, real quickly, do we need to really like, have like what's it called? Like limited vision when we see around corners here? Is that really necessary? We're not technically in a dungeon. We're more so on a like
True.
safe area, so to speak, that we don't really like need to look around corners.
True. You would see the entire map in that case, though. Is that what you were thinking?
Mostly, yeah. So that way, especially next time, if we like need to come into these rooms, we remember where everything's at. Because seeing around corners, I think I'm gonna forget.
The map is actually set up so that you actually see everything on the map layer when you can't see it if you have seen that area before.
Yeah. All right.
Is that sufficient?
Yeah. All right then.
And then these two chests, she points to. One of them contains items that other people don't want, and the other one is a storage chest.
Oh, so we can put stuff in there and save it for later.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely handy in case we want to keep something important.
And as she goes over here, and she says, "This room over here is where morning announcements are done, and other meetings."
So, kind of like an assembly hall?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And then she goes back over to here. Down this hallway are the restrooms in case you need them.
Okay.
And then she goes over to the stairs to go up another floor.
The guild's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Indeed.
It is.
Going to take some time for us to get accustomed to everything.
Right, you need tokens, don't you?
Yeah, we don't have tokens.
Here, have some tokens.
There we go.
And you get up here and she's like, "This is where all the rooms are. Your room is down this hallway. I'm going to zoom out over here. You guys did see where she went, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
just down the left hall. The-
And she walks up to this door. And this is your room.
rather small.
You're just barely starting out, so...
I mean, we can make do with it.
Can we put anything in here?
I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to breathe if we do put something in here.
Hmm.
I can't help but think that Delvin would definitely complain about how small space this is.
Hmm.
And that concludes the tour currently.
Huh.
Or the tour of the building. Do you want to visit the library before heading to the public bath, or what do you guys want to do now?
I would like to at least wash off and eat something.
Yeah, I'm not too partial to water, but I do kind of feel like I need a... Well, I need to have a bath.
Water.
Is something wrong with you in water?
The fact that I can't swim, yeah, that's one.
Oh, well, I'm sure there are plenty of baths that are shallow enough that you don't need to swim. What was that?
I still really don't like being wet.
Okay. Well, shall we head back down to the ground floor then?
Yeah, back to ground floor.
Okay, I'm just gonna move you to the page.
Yeah, eat something, take a bath, and then we're good. Unless Lulu wants to visit the library. Again.
She can visit the
I'm
library
almost-
while you're waiting for your food.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. Something to waste time until the food comes.
Okay.
Here.
The Cadabra in the kitchen should have menus for you.
You mean the cafeteria?
Cafeteria, yes. That's totally what she said.
All right, so for the sake of brevity, I'd say we get the menus.
Mm-hmm.
Alright then.
You also probably choose a table.
This one, I guess.
The middle one, sure. And Lulu's gone to the library.
Of course Lulu's gone to the library. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. Everything could go wrong.
With some of the pranks I put up, perhaps.
You went to the library.
Open up one of the books, replace every full stop with a comma instead.
You know, now that I think about it, this also isn't quite fair because the fact that I know what some of these traps do, so I know what to do to activate them.
Dog ear pages.
True.
I still want to see if I can find this librarian, though, while I'm in here.
Okay. You don't really see them.
No, not yet, but I'm going to try. So I guess I'm just going to take a few steps forward to the first section. I guess I see.
Lucas leans over and he says, Chrissy, could you handle our orders for a moment, please? I should go check on Lulu.
Alright.
I just have this image in my head of like a land shaman standing on top of 3 different menus.
And she can't read.
Oh no!
She's struggling so hard to read them.
Oh, poor Lulu.
All right, Chrissy.
Poor Chrissy.
Oh, Chrissy, my bad. Hello.
But yeah, Lucas kind of halfway realizes what he's doing. Oh, right. Excuse me. He flags over the waiter.
Yes, what do you need, young one?
3 meals of I don't know I don't know, like what's the special you got going on? Do you have specials here? Or, I don't know. What would you recommend for 3 people?
The chef is currently making this particular item today. You take a look at the item and it's like reading the words makes you drool.
I imagine they're like French.
But yeah, Chrissy, it takes like no time for like the moment Lucas reads what the chef is making. He looks like his mind is already set. 3 of those, please.
Very well, he says.
Alright. You can order anything from me. I'm not picky.
Like I said, 3 of those, please.
And he goes into the kitchen.
Alright.
All right, that's taken care of. I'll be back in a minute. Chrissy, sorry to leave you like this.
It's fine. I'll save your seats.
Thank you. But yeah, Lucas goes down here and he kind of like pokes his head into the library. He's like, Lulu, are you okay?
What is Lulu doing at the moment?
Stalking forward again, I guess. And just said, I'm fine.
You walk by one of the bookcases and it poofs there into your face. Off the bottom of the other shelves as well.
I want to rule if I'm scared or not. I want to say I'm not scared, but then, like I said, I don't know. Because I know what these traps are, so I can't exactly say if she's going to be surprised or not, because I know what's happening.
I have an easy
Okay.
solution. It involves a monkey.
All right. Lucas does kind of take a step in, and he says, "We already ordered for you. Hope that's okay."
I'm kind of sorry, Lucas. Lulu looks to the ground and looks up, and then she gives a grin and she goes, "Hey, Lucas, can you come look at something for me real quick?"
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, it's over here.
So Lucas, you walk up to where Lulu is, and a bunch of just air just like pushes, like just poofs out of the shelves on your face, head and face.
Lulu kind of snickers. She goes, "You okay?"
He blinks a few times and he kind of sniffs. Like, it's just air, right?
Yep, just air. And Lulu, one of the books is not in all the way.
I mean, that was kind of annoying. Eyes feel a little dry, but I'm okay.
Okay, good. And I see the book, and I get a little curious, so I kind of like step to the side real quick, and I use my ghost hand to like reach over and push the book.
Another book pops out.
Lucas sees the other book and he pushes it in.
Another one pops out.
And reaches over with his other hand and pushes it in.
A different one pops out.
Ooh. It's like a game, Lulu says as she actually looks kind of happy. There's a game like this back in my in the arcade I go to. Except it seems like this is never ending.
Lucas kind of like swings himself over and like tries pushing one of the books in with his foot.
Another one pops out.
A sprawl that Lucas trying to like plug the holes in the walls.
He kind of he kind of goes like and tries tries positioning himself in such a way where he can get his other foot to the book but still hold up on fall off.
A different book pops out after you push that one in.
I feel like someone is mocking me.
I think so too. Lulu says in agreement as she just looks very amused. She goes, "You might want to give up. I think this is meant to not be a solvable thing."
Lucas just kind of lets go and falls to the ground. Ow.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I must
Lulu?
say.
Oh.
Hmm?
Lulu, I'm assuming you like reposition yourself so you can like look at him when he fell.
Yeah.
Okay, you step on something.
Oh,
It's
brace yourself.
It's toy quality kind of thing. So it's like imagine a constructed Lego car, but when you look down, it's a ship. It's like a plastic
toy
ship. Yeah, tiny plastic toy ship that we stepped on.
I stepped on a toy?
I will ask real quick if there were any yelps of pain when you stepped on that, because there are some sharp edges.
I am a ghost type, right? So
Yes.
would there be pain?
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm about to say I want to say no because technically some physical attacks don't just phase through me, so to speak.
Like, she is
Yeah, look at-
basically immune to physical pain.
But yeah, Lucas' eyes kind of like he looks up or he says, "Okay, did one of Hypnos's kid leave their toy behind, or?"
Lulu just kind of like puts her foot on it and like scooches it like back and forth, and then just like kind of like kicks it into one of the bookcases.
The bookcase kicks it back.
It's alive! Lulu says, and then kicks it again.
I think
And
this.
while you are kicking it, you see someone come up over here. That's odd. I don't think I've ever had that. And then he steps on a similar ship as well. And he's like, ah! And he just hits the wall with the back of it, with his back. He's like, ow. And then he just catches all the books that just try to fall off with his telekinesis and just put them all back. My bad. How are you today? I'm the librarian.
I found you!
Yeah, stick. Yeah.
He takes a second look at these ships. He's like, that's odd. They look like the other ships. And he just like thinks for a moment. Do these go to? And then he like goes this way. If you guys want to follow.
Lucas still on the ground kind of looks up over to Lulu and he says, "That guy had glasses on."
Oh, yeah, you did. Ooh, we should
Maybe
steal
that's
them
right.
and get them to Christy.
I mean, we could ask if he could tell us where he got them.
That too. She conjures up her ghost hands to help him up real quickly.
Thank you.
She just gives a grin and then rushes around him and goes, "Come on, let's go catch him."
All right. Sorry to leave you out of this for so long, Becca.
No, that's fine. I'm patient.
But yeah, follow after him.
Mm-hmm. So you see him standing over by this music box looking contraption. And yes, that looks like his bed. And he like puts the little toy. All right, you probably need to know what that looks like. So it's like a circular, it's a circular top of the music box, and there are. Let's see. There are 10 ships on the surface of the quote water of the music box, and there's spaces for 10 more. And he looks at the two that were just found. He puts them there, and he's like, "That's odd. 10 of these went missing a while ago. Wonder why they turned up now." And there is a poem on the music box, if you wish to read it.
Okay. Lucas, just out of sheer curiosity, reads it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at the stream chats and catching up real quick. Anywho, so it reads, 20 ships sailed into the night, singing their songs with their sights set on the land on the distant shore, lights dim until they're united once more. It was written by some person with an F name. You haven't really heard of them?
Nice cameo.
Hey. Hey.
I'm glad she was able to do this.
Mhm.
So, not entirely sure what's up with the ships. If you find any more, it would be great if you were to bring them back to me.
What does the music box do something special when you have all 20 of them?
He like pushes the play button and it plays an incomplete tune. And he says it doesn't have an incomplete tune when all the ships are present.
That's weird.
Did you lose them on the
Something about-
library or something? I mean, we found that in the library.
No, it wasn't in the library. It's just I woke up one day and then 10 of them were gone.
Lucas kind of like thinks for a minute, looks to Lulu, and he says, "Is there like some sort of ghost type living around here that's pranking you?"
Pretty sure I would have noticed them if they tried to do that.
So then who's doing the pranks in the library?
See, he looks at you and gives you this grin. He's like, "Me."
Mug face.
Lulu again gives a challenging stare.
What did you think of them?
They're alright, I guess. Kind of weird.
Lulu just goes, I could think of better. With a smug look.
Oh, really? What suggestions do you have? By the way, I don't think I caught your names. What were they?
Right.
I'm Lucas.
Hello, Lucas. And you are?
Tallulah. Just call me Lulu.
Nice to meet you, Lulu. So,
Oh.
pray tell, what kind of pranks can you think of that are better than mine?
And to let you steal my ideas, I'm not going to tell you right away.
Besides, it could probably be saved for another time.
True.
By the way, I noticed you had glasses. What did you get those?
Oh, right. So out of character, I totally forgot that someone had glasses.
Even though I was the one who drew him.
Yes. So yeah, glasses are a thing. He says, I have to go somewhere.
I'm sure there's an optometrist in town somewhere.
Yeah.
Then is
The
there a
DM does
chance
not
that
know at the moment, but there probably is someone.
then is there a chance that we could probably have you commission whoever it is you got him to bring us more?
Is there someone you know that needs one?
Yep.
Yeah, one of our teammates is she said she was farsighted.
I see.
She needs reading glasses.
I will see if I can find someone, or find that, or get that person contacted or whatever.
Alrighty. Lily, I reckon we should head back. Our food's probably just about ready.
Yeah, sounds good.
I really just want to draw Chrissy with glasses, okay?
Little cute round glasses with a cute grandma hat. Aww.
Eh. No, she'll only really pull them out for reading.
So,
Yeah,
Lulu,
wasn't
while you're walking out, the carpet grabs your foot and trips you.
The carpet moves and you trip.
As Lulu gets a little oof as she kind of lays on the ground. She looks surprised for a second, and then she kind of glares for a minute. All right, I'll give him this one.
Bye. See you later. Have a good day.
this time Lucas helps Lulu up.
She kind of like shakes off her floof and she goes, "Thanks."
He gives her a smile and heads back to the table.
Oh, there you
Lulu
are.
glares at the carpet and gives that whole like, "I'm watching you."
At the carpet or the librarian?
Both.
One eye on the carpet, one eye on the librarian.
The librarian gives you the when you stick out your tongue and you pull down the lower part of your eyebrow. Or
Ooh, it's on.
Lay. Oh, there you two are. How was your trip to the library?
Interesting.
I have been challenged. I will not go down without a fight.
Alright then, dear. In any case, our food should be
So
here
the
shortly.
cadaver comes by with your food and he sets it on the table and he's like, "Here you go."
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
I imagine it's just like a platter of just amazing food.
It's all of the amazing. At least 3 of all of the amazing.
Yeah, Lucas's eyes just go wide, and it looks like he's drooling.
Lucas, you look at this food and you're wondering why the heck your parents decided to retire.
No.
But yeah, Lucas immediately digs in, like, kind of, well, in contrast to the first time you saw him eat, and to the second time, he just is not caring about table manners at the moment.
Chrissy still cares about table manners, dang it.
She picks up this fork and a spoon that's more than twice her size.
That's
I'm sure
custom-made
she has the
cutlery.
drink for
They
it.
would have.
Yeah, that's true.
I would think they'd have custom-made cutlery.
Yeah.
There would be.
It's like there are like tiny forks.
What was that?
I'm sure there are like tiny forks.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the cadaver had some and gave you the things you needed.
Yeah. Dabra's the master of cutlery.
Let's see. This one is that one, which is that one, which is.
And we just cut to
V
everybody
is just going to
enjoying the
join you in your dinner.
meal. Alright. And just cut to everyone enjoying the meal.
Mm-hmm. She looks at Lulu. She's like, "So, did you enjoy your library visit?"
It was very enlightening, I will give you that.
May have to visit it another time. I would like to read some of the books you have here.
Chrissy, I wouldn't go in there to read. Just warning you now, Lulu says with a bit of a smile, trust me.
Like, while you were in there, you could confirm that those were like actual books you could actually read, and you could probably actually find a book that's interesting in there. But you're probably going to be the receiving end of a harmless prank before you get one.
Just don't go in there without me. I'll say that.
Alright.
Oh, also, if you see like little like toy ships, Lulu gives like a skeptical look. Keep them, because apparently the librarian is looking for them for his music box.
Oh. Well, I'll be sure to keep an eye out. She kind of just checks under the tables just in case. She's tiny.
Aww.
You find under the table the floor.
Okay. She just continues eating.
And I'm guessing everyone finishes eating then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody is now full.
That was so good.
Thank you, Kadabra. Tell the chef it was delicious. And he says, sure.
Jeff.
Thank you.
You guys want to go to the public bath then?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'll go to bed.
Okay, well, we'll, just quickly wash up and we'll, meet you there.
That's fine with me. We don't really like water.
You're a grass
You have a
type.
bunch of sand on you still, though.
I may be a grass type now, doesn't mean I still like water.
I thought grass types loved water.
You forget we were once human.
Fair point. Nice.
Alright, well,
Nice bath. every
So
day.
Evie has this confused look. She's like, why do you not like water?
Not fond of water since I wasn't able to swim when I was human, so not all thrilled.
I guess that makes sense.
Because this water is your natural enemy.
Hick, like hits.
Anywho, if the other two of you want to come, then you may.
Alright.
alright, see you in a bit. Lily will be, back soon.
Enjoy the nasty water.
It's supposed to be soothing, dear.
I'm good.
Let's see.
Take
I will
yourself.
leave your token on the map so you can see.
Okay.
Do. She leads you over to the public bath.
Hey.
For
Okay.
reference, the yellow circles are super generic NPCs who don't even have a species yet.
Okay.
In case you haven't figured that out.
And one of them's friggin' huge.
I mean, to be fair, we all see how massive some Pokemon can be.
Yeah, like friggin' whale lord. Good god.
First thing that
Mhm.
literally came to mind.
Or Steelix. Or Gyarados. I don't know.
So Eevee comes in, and she's like, "Oh, that's where they took my daddy. I thought I wasn't going to see him again."
Oh dear.
Because earlier I was actually going to say, I was actually going to have her say, and he was never seen again when he was carried off by the harem.
Yeah.
Jokingly.
Yeah, there's a lot funny at Cheeto, a Milotic, and I'm gonna assume Sylveon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I remember them.
Yes, they are very familiar to you.
Yeah. They're the ones that took him off.
Yeah, I actually know. I actually do know Hypno's, what would you call them?
So Amy's like, well, some of them refer to them as his harem, some of them talk to say they're his wife. For me, they're my mom's.
Huh.
Well,
I'm sure that gets really complicated.
yeah, I mean, well, I do know them. They were actually the ones who came and check up on me when Mom and Dad first left.
Oh.
Lulu just gives a bit of a, well, no, I forgot, not there, but out of character, Lulu will call that a playboy.
She'll do what, sorry?
He's a playboy.
Playboy.
Playboy, yeah. But yeah, Lucas continues on like, yeah, it was kind of awkward at first, admittedly, but they were nice enough to make me a cake for my birthday, and well, ever since then they've kind of checked up on me to make sure I'm okay.
Awfully nice of them.
Daddy has said one or more times that it's actually more like a polygamy than a harem, but I don't know.
Lucas just says, yeah, I'm not really comfortable with this, so yeah.
Yeah, let's just go find an open path.
Oh, there's a small one there.
Oh, that's perfect for me.
And of course, Lucas helps carry Chrissy into it.
Alright. She kind of just dusts off her hat before entering.
Of course, Lucas takes off his scarf and goggles.
Evie, which I probably forgot to tell you earlier. So you know she wants to be a Leafeon, so she has like all these leafy decorations on her. And flowers and such. So she like takes them off and sets them aside.
Yeah, it's kind of cute, yeah.
He's cute.
After a while, you hear, "Oh my gosh, it's Zell and Scarlet's boy!"
Huh?
And then a bunch of ladies come over.
Oh dear.
Oh, hey there, everyone.
Hello, young one. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
It's been a while since we've seen you last.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that you're all okay.
Fruitno comes over. He's like, "Oh, so you're the child of Zell and Scarlet?"
Lucas kind of like, shrinks down a little and says, yeah.
Well, nice to formally meet you. He like comes in to shake or something like that.
Lucas does kind of shake his hand. Still a little awkward, but he does give it a shake.
It's good to see you're in good health now, Fruitno.
Mm-hmm. After being abducted. At least, or like, speaking of, we're going to be taking him back. We're going to be taking him back now, and then they like just abscond with him again.
Oh.
Assuming you guys don't want to talk to him anymore.
Nah.
Well, there was one small thing.
Okay, then go ahead. Pretend I didn't move him back.
Yeah. Lucas does say, Fruitno, just really quick. Do you know of any ways for humans to get back to the human world, or?
It tends to vary, but it usually relates to how they got here and whether or not the crisis that summoned them got resolved.
Racist.
It's
So
usually
it's
what brings people here.
So it's usually a personal thing?
He shrugs and says, I don't know, it seems to be different every time it happens, so I'm not sure how. Offhand.
Like with you, I'm guessing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember.
Well,
what
actually, with me, I was from the future, and then that future stopped existing, and then now I'm here.
Okay. Well, see ya.
Mm-hmm. And then they head back.
Doesn't really help much with my situation, to be honest.
Yeah, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'll find a way back eventually, I'm sure.
Well, let's just I'd say let's just enjoy the baths for a moment and then head back to Lulu. I still have that thing I need to tell all of you.
Alright. Yeah, typical bath stuff. Just washing up.
And for reference, Fruitno might have mentioned something about time gears, but you probably don't know what those are.
Yeah, we have no idea what those are. Just the person who has played every single Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game.
Just sounds like a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah. In character, it sounds like nonsense.
Alright, but yeah, I'd say we finish up and then head on back.
Yeah. Back
So
to
you
the
like wash
dorms.
up, and Evie like fetches a brush. When she gets out of the water, she fetches a brush and starts brushing her hair and fur.
I don't think Chrissy really needs to have any brushes or towels because she can just absorb the water.
Sheila looks at Lucas and says, "Could you brush my back? I can't seem to reach that area. I can get yours if you want me to."
Okay. Lucas does so.
And she just walks out, shakes off any excess water, and absorbs the rest. Instantly dry.
Good benefits to being a living bush.
Yep. Alright, we're done.
Then you head back to the guild. And Evie separates from you at the ground and says, "Well, I'll see you tomorrow then."
Alright,
See ya.
Same to you as well. Good night.
Mm-hmm. And then I assume you guys go up to the third floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
back to our room. Our very, very tiny room. I mean, Chrissy has no problem with it because she herself is tiny, but
You guys are probably like out here.
But
And
yeah, look,
where's the pumpkin boo? Are you just like looking out the window, being bored?
No. 'Cause I don't like being bored.
oh boy.
I'm writing down ideas for future pranks.
Oh dear. She seems to be writing something.
She has,
hey
a,
Lilith.
she has a determined look on her face with her tongue sticking out.
Despite never having
I-
hands to write with, she is writing something.
I have ghost hands, thank you very much.
I meant in the past.
Okay, so I'm not writing down, I'm drawing down ideas then.
Glad to see that you're getting really used to making arms for yourselves. Well, for yourself.
They are very convenient, actually. I love them.
I mean, yeah, hands are convenient, yeah.
I can't really carry much of anything with these tiny palms, though.
I'm sure if you wanted to, you could probably put something on your back and carry it that way.
Well, that works too. So a lot of things here are rather much larger than I am.
But yeah, Lucas settles down for the night, and he says, "All right, so, I've kind of been meaning to tell you two something. I haven't really brought it up lately because, well, yeah, I didn't want it to seem like too much of a bother, but I think you two should know."
Oh well, if it's something that's bothering you, then we won't judge.
Lulu stops her drawing and looks at him curious.
Well, you've probably seen. Well, you remember how Riley acted towards me when he noticed me?
Mm-hmm.
That's not without reason. You see, my mom and dad, they actually used to work for Riley back in the day.
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah, they were explorers, but they kind of had an early retirement.
oh.
It's why I know. Well, it's why I know Hypno's. Why it was. Yeah, it's because when mom and dad vanished, they came to look into it, and yeah.
See. I do hope you're doing alright now, though.
Eh, I'm managing.
Hmm.
It's just
If you need, we'll be there to support you.
I know, and I do appreciate it. It's just when I saw that whole board of people missing, it just felt like it just really felt like it hit me like it's my mom and dad just vanishing out of thin air like that was really big, and just seeing them to be two faces on a board of people that are missing it just feels like this is so much bigger than me that I couldn't even think of fixing it, you know?
So Lucas, while you're like thinking about it, you do remember the Jaxie, the Sylveon, did mention that your parents were not the only ones who went missing recently when they came to visit the first time.
Yeah, no, he's just saying that seeing that board put it all into perspective.
Ah, okay.
These certainly sound like a pretty large mystery.
Hmm. Lulu kind of looks a little unsure with the frown. She goes, I mean, this seems a lot more bigger than all of us, so to speak. We just joined this guild, by the way. To like find every single Pokemon on that board is seems like a little too much for our little group. But she just kind of gets a shrug. You are a part of our group now, so technically your problems are not our problems.
Yeah, mm, I'm sorry to burn you with it.
Don't be sorry, dear.
Lulu looks annoyed. If you keep saying sorry, I'm going to smack you.
We're here to support you all the way.
I know. Thank you.
And anyway, we are now part of this guild, which means that we're going to be heading into more mystery dungeons. So, I mean, if we happen to find some clues to the whereabouts of, say, your parents, doesn't hurt to follow the lead and try to see if we can find them ourselves, does it?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Chrissy seems to be a little bit deep in thought over what Fruitno mentioned a little bit before. With the crisis.
Again, one thing at a time, Lulu says as she just
That was just her being deep in thought. She's not. She didn't really say anything.
Okay. Well, Lulu just gives a lazy grin as she sits on the floor, leaning against the wall. She goes, like I said, one thing at a time. For now, we've eaten, and now it's time to rest.
Agreed. It's been a tiring day. And it's going to be much bigger tomorrow, for sure.
Yeah. Let's get some rest.
Right.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, Chrissy. And I know you can't really seem to rest, Lulu. So do your best to watch over us. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure nothing happens to you guys.
All right. Well,
Chrissy just looks like a potted plant in the corner.
Aww.
Bush with hat.
Yeah. Bush with hat.
all right. Well, good night, Lulu. See you tomorrow.
Night.
So you all go to sleep. After considering, I've concluded that your sleep is uneventful. For now.
For now. Until somebody that raises a friggin' alarm clock. Loud red.
Oh boy.
I can be the alarm clock.
Do you know
So,
the
like in the
number?
morning,
I know exactly.
so Fee shows up at the door. She's like, it's about time for morning announcements. You want to get your teammates downstairs?
Oh, already?
And then she heads down. I'm guessing this is like while you two are still asleep.
Oh.
So you get to be woken by your teammate. Because
Okay.
she was not very loud when she asked that question.
Oh.
How do I want to do this? I'm going to practice a new move I just apparently learned. So I'm going to sneak up on poor Lucas, and while having a scary face,
God.
I'm going to whisper, and Lucas like, Lucas, time to get up.
You want to roll accuracy for scary face?
1 second.
Right, your scary face only has a single die in its pool, doesn't it?
Yep.
And it worked.
It hits.
So basically,
Yeah,
Lucas, all you see is just like a dark, scary look. Scary looking like Lulu with a big old like fanged grin, grinning down at you madly as you slowly wake up.
Glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes.
Yeah, Lucas's eyes shrink at this, and he just kind of gives this almost like yelp as he like moves to the corner.
And that, of course, wakes Chrissy up. It's like,
Lulu just gives a grin and she's like, "Morning!"
Please don't do that.
she's laughing and she goes, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it."
Like he's got a hand over his chest, like.
You alright, dear?
I just got the scare of my life. I think I lost a few years.
No.
Lulu just gives a laugh and she goes, all right, joking aside, I am sorry, I just suddenly learned how to move and I couldn't help but want to try to use it. Apparently it's very effective.
Apparently.
So
No,
Lucas,
it's not
I'm gonna say
very-
like it takes a good minute for your heart to calm down.
Alright, so what's this about you waking us up?
Oh yeah, time for morning announcements.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
let's
And
go
don't
sit
worry,
again.
don't worry, I promise I won't do this every often.
Please don't.
Too bad Delma's not here. I would have loved to see his reaction.
Alright, but
I think you can just drag us over to morning announcements.
Mm-hmm. Moment. I need to move morning announcements to the object layer real quick. So you guys go down the floor.
Alright,
It sounds like it's in this direction.
alright. We don't want to miss roll call. Let me just go on in. Well, there's a lot of Pokemon here.
Alright. These four are not here, they're still gone. Apparently their search is being fruitless.
Oh dear.
So Riley's there and he's like, okay, let's see. Morning announcements 1. Okay, so this looks like it's time to start. Hello everyone. If you couldn't tell, we have some new members for our guild today. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. And he like beckons you three to come to the front.
Okay. And she just
Yeah.
kind of waddles over.
Hi everyone. We're Team Summer Nights. It's nice to meet you all.
And Christy just waits. My name is Chrysanthemum, but you can all call me Chrissy.
Does Lulu move up?
She doesn't look very happy about being the center of attention. So she just stands on the table and she goes, hi to Lula, call me Lulu, and then stands off.
I'm Lucas. I actually know some of you already, but it's nice to meet you all officially.
Thank you.
Alright, head back now.
And then, he's like he gives you like an abridgment of some news, which you probably have no context for or understanding. And then he's like, I also have some bad news. And he looks over to Team Harrow. Specifically, Jaxie, the Sylveon that's right here.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he's
boy.
like, closes his eyes and he sighs and says, all of Team Water, with the exception of Starmie and someone they rescued, have been captured by Glorymus. And she's like, what? And then she smacks the table and breaks it in half with a feeler.
What?
And she's like, they took my baby?
Ooh.
They are not pleased.
Yeah. Yeah, seeing that, Lucas kind of like shuffles over to the other side of the table and just kind of like hides a little under it.
I am working on figuring out how to get them back, Riley says. Other than that, I think that's all of the information. You are dismissed. And I think we can probably end it there. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Alright. We can look up for the job bulletin board next week.
Mm-hmm. And I appreciate everyone watching. We will see you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.
Me.